podcast for engineer and then machine learning engineer. And right now I'm doing my master degree in image analysis and machine learning in Uppsala University.
Fantastic.
Nice to be here. I hope it will be fun.
Fantastic. Well, it will be fun, inshallah. Okay, so we will start at 5 p.m. What's the time now in your place? 8?
2 past
2.
Yeah.
2. Okay. 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, how's life in Sweden, man?
It's very nice actually. Today it's sunny, so it's here. Rarely you can see the sun.
Okay.
It's very cool.
What's the weather degree right now?
Also, the degree is 1.
1.
Which is awesome, you know. It looks like it's like summer.
Oh my God.
2 weeks ago it was -21, -22, something like this.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we have Ahmed Al-Jarf. Ahmed Al-Jarf, how are you, man? Ahmed.
Thank you. And you?
Thanks for joining. Very good. Mursal, how are you, man?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I'm a bit late, I know.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
But
We
I was looking
didn't
for
start it yet.
a place to stay.
Fantastic.
So if I want to ask a friend, is there something option like this?
No.
That's great. That's great.
Okay.
Thank you for doing this today.
Please, everyone, mute your mic once we start. And I think I have an echo from my side. Okay, it's fixed now. Okay, so we will start now 5 p.m. The interview will be similar to the one we conducted last week. However, now the questions difficulty will be a little bit higher since Khalid already knows about this. And we were practicing this ACM ICPC contest before when we were in Malaysia. Actually, Khalid and I were in the same university back then. And we done a lot of competitions. Some of them we failed very badly and some of them we did okay. So we had some experience with this. I think Khalid, how many years, how many months you didn't practice this?
Actually, it's been a while, but even now I'm thought like I will go to good courses and just try something.
Okay.
But the easy one, you know, like.
Okay, it's gonna be a refresher this time then.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so you know the rules. No Google, no ask friend, no nothing. And you have to share your screen.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you the link for an empty document, Google document.
Okay.
And everyone can access that, of course. You can start sharing the screen now.
And how come programming without Google? It doesn't have.
No, you can't. Only your brain.
Okay.
Yalla.
Let's share.
Okay.
So
So I shared in the chat. You can access the link. You can use any programming language. You can use any text editor. You can do anything except Google.
Of course.
Okay. The timing starts from the moment you start typing your first letter in code. So you ready? I'll share the questions one by one. So we'll go from the easy one to the hardest one. There will be 3 questions, and you can solve them in order. And then once we finish the first one, we can jump to the next one, and so on and so forth.
I hope so.
All right. Just give me 1 second. I'm sharing now the question now, number 1. Are you ready?
Just a minute. Okay, sure, no problem.
Okay.
I didn't see anything.
Okay. So question number 1. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Read it and start. The time now is 5:03. We will stop at 6:03.
Save.
You can read it loudly so everyone can listen.
So now we're having in coins and we need to shape it in form of staircases, and each step had k. Every k row had some coins. Okay. Given and find the total number of staircase rows that be formed in is a non-negative integer and fit within range of 30-bit sign. Integer. Okay. N equal to 5. The output is 8. Output 2. Okay. And N equal to 8. So
The output for that is 3.
So in order type, like if we are on the same page, you have like, let's see, like for the first one, 5 coins. For the first step, you have 1. Second step, you have 2. Third step, you have 3. Something like this.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm using other languages.
Okay, C++. Go ahead.
Where is it in language?
Okay.
So and
I will share the question also in the chat so everyone can read it.
I can copy it here if you want, so everyone can see it when I read it.
Okay, go ahead.
So they don't have to go. No, I need to write. You share it.
Yes, I did. Start now.
So I have N.
It would be good if you can explain what is happening.
So like first of all, I just the blueprint of C++ as usual. BTSTD it's include all the libraries, standard libraries. So you don't need to include them all.
No, I'm talking about your solution, not the basic stuff.
Not everything. Okay. So right here we just since we just have one input which is N, so we just need this one. And easiest answer is just to loop them for them. You can. Okay, let's see if we are doing right. So each step, like we can, while it will be better, or for what of them could work actually.
It's up to you.
Okay, so we need to break after a while. If let's say I less than we need into loop, so I can just make another integer which is temporary in or equal than t. I don't need this one. If I bigger than t, so scan if I maybe. Then scan printf. I like this as first attempt. Come on.
There's a printf in C++.
Yep.
Okay. I forgot that.
Let's say 5. I didn't print anything. For I is equal to I never equivalent to t minus equal I. So t first one is 4, should be the second one. We start having problem. Cool. So my logic here, I print I at each step, then minimize it from t, which is temporary for n. So each loop, each time I minimize like I from the t, so it should give me the same answer. Let's print I outside in order to check what is the problem. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's prints I actually. We need to find one. If I
Just to clarify this, you got the idea of the question, right? So
yeah, like I have 5 coins. For I need to bid the first
so
one.
if you go back to the document, I'm trying to hear just to clarify the question. So you start with coin 1, then to the second row will be 2 coins, and then
exactly.
How many left from 5 is
Left
just 2.
Yeah,
So
we cannot make
3. So the maximum we can get is 2. So that's the idea of the question.
Yep. So like here we can first t will be 4, which is okay. Then t will be 3. It's okay as well. I maybe or equal. Nope. Okay, so we can have another approach, which is you can use it maybe while it will be the same actually. So here, what was the problem? I'm having I, so I minimize it. T. Okay, t less than or equal I. I first.
Just to clarify the question again, some people asking in the chat here. Let's go back to the page, Google page. So we have here N5, we have 5 coins, right? Star, 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 star. Then we will take these 5 stars and construct a stair where each row in the stair will be incremented by 1. So the row number 1 will have 1 star, row number 2 will have 2 stars. If we have 6 stars, then we can go to 3, but we don't have. The remaining is just 2. And that's the maximum we can get, the maximum row. Let's take the second example here. When we have 8 stars, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The output is 3. Why is that? Because we start with 1, and then the second one is 2, third one is 3. And how many left we have? We have just 2. So the last one is 2, and that's the maximum here. We got it in 3, right? So that's the logic of, that's the question.
So why is it 3 the output?
3 is the maximum in a row.
Like the maximum coins in a row.
Yes,
Okay.
like we have just 3.
Got it.
So, I'm stupid. Is it the same? Yeah. Now it should be better. Three. Okay. We are getting somewhere. I want to. So Why is it 3? Because we don't need to get the first one.
What is the value of t you initialized at the beginning?
It's equal to n, the same number I get.
So it will be 5, for instance. And then you start looping from 1. I equal 1, and then okay.
3. Maybe because it doesn't make sense. Still getting 3. Come on. If I
Try 8. Try 8.
Mm-hmm. 3 is the same. Try another number, like let's say 1. Got nothing. 1 should give me 1, right?
Yes.
So the problem is with the if condition. If state is equal to t. Come on. What will happen if I'm using while loop? It will be the same actually.
Do you want any hint from my side?
Just a minute. I still have time, like 5 minutes again. I'm trying another approach, like minus. Or I. Okay. I plus 1, I guess. So I'm trying almost the same, but it's different.
Focus in column.
Zero. Wow.
I don't know why you're taking the hardest approach here. Why you just start from 1, increment 1, 1, 1, 1, and then stop if the remaining of the array.
Yeah, I get it, but it's almost the same.
But why you are doing it in reverse? I think this is much easier. It's much easier approach if you do it like that.
Like increment by 2, by then by 3, by something like this?
No, you start with 1, and then you increment for each loop, you increment by 1. And you stop only if the remaining or the difference between n minus the stairs is less than the last one. And then you print it.
I don't think like I got it right. So start from 1, then 2.
Start from 1, So you'll have two variables, right? The counter, the stairs, the big counter, or K, let's call it K. And then you have N. Then you start with 1. N is what? Is, let's say K is 0. N is 5. Then K1, N is 4.
I get you.
Okay. Increment K, now it's 2. Now minus 2 from the 4 will be 2. And then if 2 is greater than the steps, keep continuing. Else, break and print. What do you think of this?
Okay. You're almost saying like it is like this. But does that make sense? No, I don't need this one. Come on, should be a problem. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's the equality is the problem. Because now I'm doing almost the same thing you did, or you explained. Still 4.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, I don't need +1 here. Maybe. So if I run 8, wow. Okay, it didn't work. So I think I will go back to your idea. But it's almost the same. Like if I said here t is equal to 0 and t plus I.
You are not updating the value of t. That's a problem. Your code is correct, but you are not updating the value of t.
Just a minute. You mean here?
Yes.
Yeah, I deleted.
So put t is t minus I.
Oh.
And then you don't need this greater than minus in the line 10. You don't need this minus I.
I already did like for the first time, but it didn't work.
Put the minus, I guess, at the top.
Huh?
Yeah, update t at the top before the.
Yeah, that was my first one. It gave me wrong actually.
Okay. Let's debug it and see. We have t. Okay. Try 8.
Was with 8. Oh, okay. 1.
Okay.
Come on, what's changed?
Try
1 maybe.
Again.
Okay.
1 giving 1.
1 gave me, yeah, but in the another line.
Try 2. Try 2. Should give you 1. And I will give you last test, which is 100.
Wow.
Okay, correct. Try 100. 13. Correct.
It's okay.
Okay, good.
So,
Let's move on. That's question number 1.
okay.
Question number 2.
Oh, string, perfect. So we are given a string here and character A. C occurs in S. Return an array of integers. Answer where answer dot length equal to S dot length, and answer I is the distance from index I to the closest occurrence of character C in S. The distance between two indices is absolute value of where abs is I and absolute value. Okay, so as I understand Salim here, so we have this string and we have a character.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see, like I need to find the distance between E and all the letters.
For each letter, you need to calculate the minimum distance,
Uh-huh.
the closest E.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so I need to.
In this given string, we have I love lead code. We have two, how many? We have 4 E's.
For each.
One
Okay.
at index of 3, and item number 3, item number 5 and 6, and then the last one. So if you take the first one, the nearest one to it is index number 3. So that's why the space between them, the absolute space between them, is 3. The second letter O is far away from E, the nearest one to it, which is an index number 3. The distance between them is 2 items, and
Okay.
V is far away from 1. E is the same index, so we get 0, and so on and so forth.
Okay, that's nice. So you have here like more than one approach. First approach is to first look through all the letters and check where is the character that you need, and then take the minimum distance between it and all over the letters.
Okay.
We can work on this one. Okay, let's start.
C++ again?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we have second problem here and the output of it. Okay. Do I need to put them in array maybe? Putting them in array. Maybe the places of C. Let's see. AI 0, 1, 2. Okay, let's go for the brute force one. Len. So first of all, I will check if my code is working. I need to try the other one. F C So now I'm checking like if I can identify places of all the characters.
All right.
Let's run. Okay, I have so 35. Okay, so now we are knowing all the places.
Cool.
Second approach, it will be oops in this one. Okay, it's an idea. Like I can make an array to save all the places of the letter.
Okay.
It will be length of string. Okay, AI equal to the place of the string.
But in this case, do you need really the exact length of the string, the given string? It's a waste of
not really,
waste of memory here.
Yeah, but in C++, it's hard to make a dynamic array. You know that. So
yeah.
I could use vector, but it will be like it's harder to work with.
Okay.
So now I will get an array, and we will check if it is 0 or no, and take the value of it. Let's try. So my array's value it will be just the values with letter. Alt AI. So I have 3, 5, 6, and 12. The places, it's almost 12. Maybe I can. I could use else. Now we are good to go. After that, what I have to do, like I need to calculate the nearest number. I have two arrays with the same length and zero, something like this. I'm gonna loop all of them. What was the output? Okay. And I will say if AI bigger than 0, you can see. Give me the minimum value of the distance between I and J. Or in our case, in the first one, here I can see like I'm looping all of them. It will be stupid question. Okay. I could use of T.
I think what you are doing here before on line 10 is incorrect in terms of output. If the letter is the same one that is provided, then it should be 0. Else should be the distance between them. So line 9 and 10. You have to reverse the data here.
You mean like if it is the same letter. No, I'm here like just identifying the places. Not, I could say one here. I just need the place of the letter because I'm using I and J. You got me?
Please mute your mics, everyone.
So here I'm saying like, okay, if I have letter here, I and E and J, so I'm looping through all of them and checking
No,
if
I'm
it is
saying here, instead of putting 3 and 5 and 6, this should be 0. And the others should be the distance between that letter and the nearest one.
you mean like this?
Yes.
No, it will give I Ci minus I. It will be something like this.
No. Here you can put, I don't know, anything. Put I and see the output. But line 9 now is correct.
I mean like, I think you are going to another approach, but let's see.
It's okay. Ignore my solution if I'm interrupting you.
Okay, no problem. Like, check it out because mine will be in square, so maybe yours will be something different. I don't want to lose my code. So you got 1, 2, 0, 4, 7, 10.
Right.
Because like we are just putting I here.
However, can you go up a little bit in the output? In the output.
Output,
The first one is 0.
love I. 0, 1, 2.
Yeah, it's not correct.
Because we are printing I.
Yes, printing the I. Yeah.
Okay, let's me back to mine. So my idea here, Salim, is to loop through all of them and check each one and take the less minimum value of it.
Okay.
So let's going on, but it is the problem in square, whatever, like that should work, then we can optimize. I'm going to so first one I have the letter itself. I need to go through the loop if AI less than 0. No, so if it is 0 here, we are doing, oh come on, I think I'm stuck. So I'm telling him if AI equal to 0 here, so
To avoid this issue, you can replace the I on line 10, replace it with C, for example.
you mean here?
Yes.
Uh,
Just to avoid the 0 at the beginning. Because I think that's your problem. That's what you are trying to fix. Replace this I with C.
you mean like anything? See the it's integer, you can't load it, so I see. If I list, I see it will be here like 0 again. Will be 5, 5, 4, 0, 7. No. I'm going with the approach like if I so I'm taking I here and this one 0. So I'm taking the places of I.
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. If now I'm telling it, I need if AI not equal to 0.
But again, you will have the same problem. If the first letter is E, and the letters that you are looking for is E, then how can you distinguish between the first index and the zeros you are putting?
You mean like okay. So if its first letter is 0, like evolve. Okay, so now I'm omitting the first one.
Yeah. So you'll get the same problem again.
Okay. So like I can get number letter like I will never occur this one. But here it will be more complicated.
Why don't you use Victor?
Huh? I try to use vector from, but like it's looping in the vector. It is
You choose C++, so you deserve it.
yeah, like I thought it would be fun using C++. Going to the other language is more easier. Okay, so if I'm using this one, I just added another. Now I will get just the letter, and I need the minimum. Let's see what's happening here. Then I'm checking the minimum. Wow. What I need just to print I and wow. So I'm getting now all of them, which is how much data load I get? Is it right?
No.
Because I'm looping twice, so it should be okay. I should get just one. Yeah. Because I'm. Okay. So I need temp here. So I'm just getting one of them, not all. Array size. T equal to T if T less than else T if okay.
I gave you another example. If you look at the docs. apple, and if the letter is A, then it should be that.
Huh?
I gave you another example
Yes.
here at the bottom. It's fine.
Come on. If t less than apps AI. Uh-huh. I think this one will work. Now it makes sense. If t less than absolute AI 0, 0, I, it should be less, right? What is the example? Apple C7. I get you. I understand the problem, but like I am having an how to identify each one of them. Like, okay, I know the places. Now I'm looping through of them. I'm getting too rusty. Okay, here you lost. Everything looks right. So what's my problem here? Now my logic here, like to check if it is the absolute value between t. I will take t absolutely for each one of them. Nope. Give me the places of the t, which is good. And now I need, why I'm taking 13 here? It looks like it didn't enter the what will happen?
We have less than 20 minutes left.
Wow. I think I messed up. Okay, so I'm doing t here. T is equal to absolute equal t, give me t. What's happened if we do it at the different, like we make it from the j, so I'm taking it from the other side around. Do you think it will make any difference?
I have no idea.
Yep, that's it.
Good. Can I try the second example?
Apple and A. Messed up. It's got length 6, so because it didn't find the A. C يساوي ال A, but it is 0. But it should work. if I'm doing like apple and a here and a, it can't find the first one because it is 0. Since I don't care of the I can put it any number. No, that's your idea from the beginning. Let's see. Come on. Why is it like this? That's the problem here. We came back to the problem from the beginning.
Okay.
So third problem.
Now, is it working now?
Yeah. Because like it was 0. So when you make it.
But why we have 5 at the end? How many letters in apple? Okay, you put 3 P's. Okay, can you try the first one?
This? Sure. It was E.
Okay.
Because like apple was 0, so I'm putting 0 here, so I change it to another
Good.
number.
It's the same issue I mentioned at the beginning, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So let's move on to the third question. This is for people who like math.
This is for you.
Question number 3. I'm going to read it, and everyone listen, and then you can take it off. Initially, 2 non-touching spheres of radii of R1 and R2 are lying in space at rest. Both of them are then given accelerations A1 and A2, respectively, at t equals 0, time equals 0. Find whether they will ever come in contact, collide. Their initial positions are represented in x, y, z for both of them, x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, respectively. Accelerations also respectively in the 3D space. So you'll have A1ji, A1j, A1k, A2i, A2j, A2k, respectively. The input format is an array of 5 items. The first item is an array contains R1 and R2. The second item contains position of the first sphere, which is in XYZ. The third item contains acceleration of the first sphere, XYZ or IJK. Fourth item contains position of the second sphere, XYZ. Fifth item contains acceleration of the second sphere, IJK. Output format, print yes if they will collide or contact, otherwise print no. So we have here some constraints. Input example is this. So this is what I mean, an array of 5 items. So this is the first item, second item, third item, fourth, 5. The first one is R1, R2. This is the position. This is acceleration for the first sphere. This is position and acceleration for the second sphere. So the first example here, they will not collide. The second one here, they will collide.
Wow, don't need to. So let's go to the beginning.
I will pause here the timer, and then I will show you something from my machine. So the question will crystallize.
That's the input.
Just a second. So I'll share my screen so you can understand what I'm saying.
should I stop sharing or?
No, it's okay. So as you can see here, we have 3D shape or 3D phase. I have 2 points. I'm going to remove the third one. So let's take an example of this one. Here. We have R1 is 1, R2 is 2. The radius for the first one is 1,
Okay.
the second one is 2. So here, in the equation of the sphere, we will have a radius of 1. And for this, we will have a radius of 2. That's the equation for that. Now we need to update the coordinates for that. So we have A, the position for the first one is 0, 0, 0 at the center. 0x, 0y, 0z. And for B, we have the position for it is 4, 0, 0. Okay. So this is 4, 0, 0. So the balls on the 3D shape will look like this. Okay. Two different radius. The second one, which is B, is bigger than the first one. And the center for B on the 4 on the X and Y Z is on the 0. A, on the other hand, is 0, 0, 0 for all of them. Now, we are giving acceleration for both of these balls. Let's take a look at that acceleration. For the first one, we are giving negative acceleration to the x-axis. That means the A ball A, will move to the left on the x-axis. Okay, with that acceleration amount. This one will have an acceleration on the x-axis, but in the opposite direction. So A is going for the left, B is going for the right, and they will never collide. So the answer for that is no. Let's take a look at the second one. Again, we have 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, but the second one is stable or standstill. It's not moving. The ball B, in this case, is standstill. A is moving in the x-axis with a positive value, so 100. So A will go on the x-axis and it will collide with B because B is not moving and A is moving towards that with the acceleration of 100. So is the question clear?
Yeah.
Good. Now the question is, given these values, print if they will collide or not for any arbitrary values. These just a samples here. You can share your screen back.
Okay.
I might help you with some equations if you want to refresh your math memory.
There is no math memory. I already forgot everything.
You're studying machine learning, man.
Actually, it's all about images right now. It's just arrays.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give you a few equations to help you understand the problem and probably come up with a solution.
I was thinking like about brute force one. What
if you don't want to write it in code, just at least tell me what is your solution for this. Even if you don't write it completely in code, that's fine.
My idea was like
just 1 second. Let me give you some help. We have you need probably to use Euclidean distance. Do you know what is Euclidean distance?
Yeah, x minus x1 squared plus y minus y1 squared, I think.
It's plus, not minus.
Okay.
So x times x, y times y, z times z, and then all of them sum up and then take the square root. That will give you the actual distance.
Actually, I was thinking we already have their initial points.
Okay.
And we know their direction, so maybe like in very intuitive way we can just calculate the
just here to help you. The position of point A or ball A at time t is given by this equation: xyz of the first one, plus half of the acceleration times the time square. I think all of you remember this equation from physics. Probably this is, we call it in Arabic, halal mashakil. It can solve anything. This question, this equation is really helpful for solving this problem. If you want to do it in brute force, go ahead. Okay, I'm giving you the equation so you can kickstart your solution. But if you want to solve it in different ways, it's up to you. If you want to just give me the solution without writing the code, that's also fine. So yes, timer is back. So we have added 10 extra minutes for you to continue. So we will stop at 6:15. Go ahead.
I think like my idea is to just check if they are going to the same direction or not.
Okay. Try
So
this.
it will be like this easy maybe.
But it could be moving in all directions, X, Y, Z.
That's I like comparing between all of them. But but in this places maybe you can't.
Like for example, if you have ball here and here, they are moving towards each other, but this is faster. It has a faster acceleration, so they will never collide. So you have to count the acceleration.
Yeah, that's the problem. The position of the coin. Wow. I think I will never have the time to write the code of it.
See, the code is fine.
So let's say like we have the Euclidean distance.
Solve it first. Solve the question. Try to analyze it from human perspective. Then you can translate it to code.
We need to know the distance at every moment. Actually, that's the problem.
True.
So like if we are going like this one, as you said, maybe first one is faster than the second one. They will never collide. So like you need to know the condition of collision actually, like when is equidistant distance is less than 0, something like this.
But you don't need time.
Really? Okay, let's like we have 1, 2.
If they collide, that means they are both in the same position, correct?
Not really. Like maybe like because the size, maybe like one of them will.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind the radius for both of them. But I'm saying more or less they will be in the same position.
My same position, like we can with the margin of the radius, maybe you can say something like this.
Exactly.
Okay, so if we're gonna do that, like it's all about the Euclidean distance, so we need to find when it is equal to 0, so or almost. Does that mean like I'm having 3 for loops inside each other? To calculate each point of them. Wow. Like in my mind, like I need 3 loops for the first ball and 3 loops for the second one, and still updating the value of them until the collision, but it will be forever.
Don't think about it from code perspective. Think about it from different perspective, from mathematical perspective, or from analyzing the question first. Then you can transfer the code. I think if you just focus on the code part, you will not come with a solution for this.
Sorry?
If you just focus on the code and how many iterations for loop, all that stuff, just leave them away.
That the idea of the 3 loops codes is it's like it's imitating the time actually, like how it's.
I got you. Yeah. But probably you can write the equations or write something can lead to the solution for this. You have to share the entire screen, by the way.
I'm not writing anything. I'm just thinking.
I know, but you have to share this entire screen.
Okay, if we got this stuff. Nothing in my mind.
Try something. Share the entire screen.
I'm sharing the screen, right?
No, only the code.
Sorry?
Only the code part. Share the entire screen.
Okay. So we having the input. Wow. And radius R1, R2, and then the place of the first one.
Can you share the entire screen, please?
I'm just saying the input. Are you seeing my screen, right?
No. Make share the entire screen, not only the.
Okay. Stop sharing.
Okay.
Now it's okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just sharing was one window.
Okay.
So we have which is 2, and then we have B1, and then we have the value. This is the speed, right? The third
Acceleration.
Yeah. A1, 3. And we have if we are going to take all of this, okay. I need like 20 minutes to write just the code of the input.
You can put the values there. Assume the values are already in this stuff. You don't need to accept it from the same book.
But we don't have time for this one. Maybe 1, 2. Four zeros. And all of them zeros. So right now we have the Claudian distance, of course. SQRT x plus y. Is it like this? I don't even remember it. Which is B1, Mhm. Okay. And still, like, I don't understand how to solve the time problem. The position of point at time t. Like, if we take the t is, let's see the acceleration as a t, maybe that we take the bigger one and we start updating the values based on it. What do you think about this?
Try that.
Hmm. We take the first one, but doesn't make sense as well. Like, I will go back to the 3 loops, the same thing, like, because I will go to the x and y and z because I have 3 directions. It would not work.
When they collide, they will be in the same time, right?
Like, you are saying that it will be the,
So you can solve for t.
okay, like, but when t will stop, like, when, like, I need some stopping criteria, because, like, I could run t like for, let's say, 10 seconds, but they will be collide in 20 seconds. Will it work? AI. I don't care about this. I need this one, which it will be the same point. So if I make t is the I, let's say. No, I give up. I don't know how to solve it.
No luck?
Because I just thinking about 3 loops. It's in my mind, so I can't try another thing.
Try to clear out the code perspective. Think about it mathematically.
That's the idea, like, how to change the time, how to not changing the time.
Solve for the time. Solve for the time.
Yeah. Like in time zero.
If you think about it, when they will collide.
When the distance will be less than the sum of their radius.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the idea, like how to get the time in this one. So the distance is less than the radius. Would it work? No, I don't think so.
What is missing in this equation? T, right?
Yeah.
Solve 40.
You need to solve 40. And that's the idea. Like if you solve it 40, then okay. So the T is when they are collide. You can solve it for 0. But when to stop? That's my problem. Okay, if the answer is no, it will run forever.
Think about it.
Okay. Okay, so I have their distance. What was the A1?
Acceleration.
Acceleration.
Okay, time's up.
Time's up. Time's up.
6:15
Finally.
p.m.
Huh?
We came to the end of this session. Thank you very much, Khalid.
Yeah,
It was really fun. Congratulations on solving 2 out of 3 questions. It's fine. Don't worry. You know the situation. You cannot solve
Okay.
all questions in the time. I know the time is
good.
constrained. And I hope that everyone, including you, Khalid, enjoyed this session, enjoyed the questions. And I hope to see you next time on Friday with someone else.
Yeah, but we need to see the answer.
Think about it as a homework. Okay?
Okay,
So
thank you, Khalid.
absolutely. So if you have any question from anyone, please let me know. I'm going to allow now sharing the mic. So if you want to speak, please go ahead. We will end in 4 minutes from now. So you have 4 minutes to ask any question. Say anything you want. Fantastic. Thank you all, Mariam, Mursal, Ru'ya, Ahmed, everyone here. Thanks for attending. Thanks for your time. And I hope you enjoyed a lot these questions. And if you don't have any question, we can end it now. And have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.